the media, and media does not want to give the entire story, as we call it, because every story comes in bits and pieces. And while there is a certain amount of interest that is there, but because of time constraints, the media doesn't cover everything. So the idea today is that both the victims, Father Thomas Chellan and Father Eddie Sequeira and Father Joe Dias, will share exactly what their experiences are. What we intend to do is make it as a CD, in terms of their version, because the media version could be very limited because they have constraints of time, space and other things. But for us to do it on the CD and then send it to our entire network, to our well-wishers, for them to know what the truth is and what really happened, would go a long way in terms of communicating the correct message. So that's the reason why we said we'll have it today in terms of this information. With a few words, I'll request, since Father Eddie is still not too well, probably we'll begin with Father Eddie in terms of his sequence of events, and then we ask Father Thomas Chellan to share with us, and then Father Joe also could share in terms of what's really happening in Orissa as part of the campaign. I'd like you to put that label for Father
Sequeira SVD, working in Padampur in a village called Kuntpalli, Post Office Purena, District Bargad, Orissa. Over last 10 years I am working there among the leprosy patients and among the villagers for self-help program, Balwadi program and various other socio-economic upliftment program. On the Monday 25th till about 1 o'clock we were all working together for a construction of a small orphanage which is meant for the children belonging to leprosy patients, widows, orphans and separated mothers. The children were neglected schooling, and some of the children hailing from the family where there are 10 girls, 8 girls to 10 girls, and deprived of education. So I was concerned about giving education for these children. As we completed our work at 1 o'clock, I came to my room for lunch. As I just sat down on the table and picked up my first spoonful, few people called me from outside, thinking that they are looking for a vehicle which I normally give for carrying patients to the hospital. I came out. They asked, "Who is Father here?" "I am the one," I said. Suddenly I realized that they are not normal crowd. They are carrying sticks, rods. Suddenly they took out and started hammering me. The construction materials which were there, like rods, mazel sticks, what we call in Odia, padi, long shovel, belcha, spades, they picked up whatever they could and started hammering me on the head, shoulder, leg for about 45 minutes. They made me to shout Bajrang Bali ki jai 3 times. And they made me to shout Jesu Christ ki Murdabad. So I had no choice. When I collapsed, a few of them rushed into my room, office room, snatched away all the valuable things. There are about 2 lakh rupees which I had taken for the payment of the laborers that day, and so many other things. They collected whatever they could. And accumulated all my clothes, everything, belongings, spread all chemicals, crude oil,